pill ill, y'all niggas better listen. I'm black 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 pill, I'm ill with this will. 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 I'm black pill, I'm ill with this will.
Oh man, my bad. Something went wrong with the with the um with the freaking something went wrong with the freaking share button. But let me play this intro quick. And
They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faces of this place.
oh, what's good, man? Yeah, Jordan Lee Peterson. Yeah, I'm gonna cover some of that, man. I'm starting a new thing called Manosphere Mania. You know what I'm saying? We need to just refer to the news in the manosphere as Manosphere Mania. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened with this George Peterson thing, you know what I mean? It's gonna rock the manosphere, man. It's gonna really rock the manosphere and affect what's going on. You know what I'm saying? In today's news in Manosphere Mania, people have come forward on Jordan Lee Peterson about, sexual accusations of him having homosexual activity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, the sus soldiers in the manosphere. It's insane. You know, I mean, the thing with the Jordan Lee Peterson thing is, you got over 5 men coming. You know, over 6 men have come to say what they said about him. And the thing is, the reason I don't take it lightly is that, dude, these men came out and said, yo, he did this to them and he did that to them sexually. One of the guys I saw from the video said when he was in his late teens, so when he was probably 16 to 17 is when he probably meant that Jordan Lee Peterson touched him. So to me, some people aren't taking this seriously, whatever, but it's the sign of how hypocritical the spectrum in the manosphere can get. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to women did something, men are quick. You know, like a woman comes to accuse a man of grape or, shout out to MD, I think he said ape. You know, a man accused of aping a woman, a man accused of domestic violence. You'll see men just hop on and say, yep, he didn't do it. You know, there's not enough evidence. But to me, when it's someone's idol or someone's, has a religious connection to them, people will go in, you know. Lead attorney, yo, hey, respect, man. Came from like a job interview, man. I'm looking like I'm trying to make. I'm looking like a new car salesman. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling only I'm selling only Fords. You know what I'm saying? Only Fords. Only Fords. Mike was good. Selling only Fords and American made cars. So, you know, we're not selling Toyota, we're not selling Honda, we're not selling Hyundai. That's a brand of car I never got. Hyundai. You got Honda already. Why the hell would you call yourself Hyundai? You know, it's stupid. But to me, what happened with the George Lee Peterson thing is this, man. You know, the reason I take it seriously is that, man, men don't usually come out and say they were touched or they were raped or they were aped unless it's true, man. Hey, man, thank you, man. Trying to get some respect out here. But you know, no, I ain't saying Hyundai ain't a good brand. I'm just saying the problem with Hyundai is, man, dude, you got Honda as a car brand. Why would you come out and say your brand is Hyundai? It's too close to that name. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got Toyota and I come out with a car brand called Oyota. You know what I'm saying? Oyota is too close to Toyota. You know what I'm saying? Or I come out with a car brand called Yoda, you know, based on Yoda from Star Wars, you know. So, but yeah, with the Jordan Lee Peterson thing is this, man. That shit is serious, man. Because why would all these men, and a varying races too? I think one guy is Latino. You know, some guys knew him for over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just too, you know, men don't come out looking good on this. You know what I'm saying? You don't win. You don't win anything coming out and saying another man took it from you. You know what I'm saying? Another man, you know what I'm saying, played fucking pool and put the 8 ball in your hole. You know what I'm saying? They don't got anything to gain. You know what I'm saying? A man comes out saying that, you got more to lose. Your manhood is on the line. The level of disrespect you gonna get, you know what I'm saying? That is serious. You know what I'm saying? With the Jordan Lee Peterson thing. And the other thing is, you know, this is something you learn if you watch the Black Manosphere. There's a lot of telltale signs. I mean, Jordan Lee Peterson was making a lot of money, yet you don't really see him with any women. You know what I'm saying? You don't see him with any women at all. And you know, there's a big telltale story in the Black community about down low preachers, and you could even look up the Black church. There's a high amount in the Black church where there's a high rate of you know, homosexuality in the Black church. You know what I'm saying? So to me, the fact that you look at Jordan Lee Peterson, you never saw him with women that much. You know what I'm saying? Never saw him with women that much at all. I mean, I haven't watched a lot of his content, but I can't, you know, I'm rewinding in my brain, but I've never seen him with a woman. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him with a woman, but I've seen him talk to a lot of men 24/7. And to me, man, you know, those accusations, the timeline fits. You don't see him with nothing. You know what I mean? I look at it as you gotta, you know, to me, you know, it's a blurred line. You know, some guys are saying, you know, innocent until proven guilty, but it's just, man, you know, this ain't like the Michael Jackson case. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson had, I think, Macaulay Culkin, even though it was proven nothing happened legally. But they kept riding that Michael touched me wave. But when you got grown men coming out. You know, Jesse Lee Peterson isn't like a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't know, but I'll say this, man. Either way, it don't look good. It don't look good at all. You know, society don't give a fuck about any issues that is unique to men. Yeah, Mike, I mean, Mike, to me, society cares about men, but the way society works when it comes to us men is that, man, you're free to screw up your life. You know what I mean? Just like me and you as two men, if another man made his choices, man, and he got fucked, you know what I'm saying? He made his bad choices in life, dude, we're not gonna care. You know what I'm saying? The problem with the manosphere narrative is that a lot of men speak as though they care what strangers are doing. You know what I'm saying? You're a man, you're free to do what you want. You're free to succeed and you're free to fail. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen a lot of men have chosen emotional attachment and ignored the law. You know what I'm saying? The law in America is very upfront. You know what I'm saying? The amount of video footage of men being sacrificed by the family court system, the divorce court, is just that men line up, man. Men line up like some ants in a goddamn line to be sacrificed for the queen. And the queen is literally that fantasy that they could tame, and their loyalty to a woman and their attachment to her could outweigh the incentives that the system is offering. You know what I'm saying? That's the real problem. A lot of these times, man, it's men just getting in line. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's men getting in line, just jumping off that cliff. You know, jumping off that cliff, thinking they'll survive based on their emotion and their attachment. Oh, I love this person. I care for this person, and they jump off the cliff. And guess what, man? They either die or break some bones. Either way, when they fall off that cliff, they're not the same as when they jumped. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I literally had a dream where some sus soldiers wanted to F with me and were after me. Then my deceased mom was in the dream and helped me escape. Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, the thing is this, man. You know, Arabian. The thing is this, bro, with what's happening in the manosphere, a lot of guys don't get it. The manosphere is a proper hunting ground. You know what I mean? It ain't a coincidence. The manosphere is a proper hunting ground. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. All these men are in this space, and a lot of the men, you know, in the manosphere, we focus on women with father figure issues. But a lot of men in the manosphere don't focus on the fact that there's a lot of men with father issues, you know, motherly, that have been abused by their moms. They're just prime targets, man. Prime targets for guys that seek to manipulate them and guys that seek to prey on them. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be preying on their wallet, you know what I'm saying, or preying on them, as you could see with the Jordan Peterson case, sexually. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, man, you know, I saw, to me, when they showed a year ago where they said he liked a gay porno thing on Twitter, what, you know what I mean? To me, that you know, that's a sign. But the ultimate sign is simple, man. The guy's been single all these years, no women at all. Yeah, the guy's been single with no women at all. So, you know what I mean? It's a telltale sign of what's going on. The truth, I was wondering, how much do you think not having a dad affects a man's life? Like, is it really? Yeah, I mean, Mike, that's a solid question, man. The way I look at it, man, not having a father psychologically breaks a man down. You know what I'm saying? A man needs that, man. You know what I mean? You need a father, you know, coming from a man himself, I won't go into too much detail, but, I had some issues with that. But when you don't have a father in your life, what happens is that man, that man loses access to mental stability over emotion. Basically, without a father, man, you lose the skill of being able to filter out your emotions so you could actually lead with your stable thoughts. And the other dangerous thing while not having a father is that, man, you lose out the cues on your male sensitivities, man, your male skills. You know, one of the most dangerous things, I think I'm one of the only guys in the manosphere that's been bringing this up for over years, is that, yeah, excuse me, guys, got a fucking allergies is acting up. Uh, yeah, but one of the big problems of not having a father is, man, you don't know how to control your emotions. You become too emotional and you start thinking that manhood is based on your aggression. You know what I'm saying? It's based on your aggression and how aggressive you can be towards other men and how much you could potentially dominate them physically through violence. And the other thing is, a lot of men don't talk about is you don't have access to the skill. You don't have access to the skill of reading body language, man. Body language is very key, man. Body language is very key in manhood. One of the most important things is body language. Something your mother can't teach you. The mother can't teach you body language. You know, and I have a dad in my life, and my grandpa was a nutcase. Be a man watching my friends. Yeah, well, I mean, you just said it there. When you don't have a father in your life, or even someone to substitute for it, you start looking at your friends. You start looking at bonding with people that are growing as a point of future reference for what you should be when these people are growing themselves and have yet to fully stabilize who they are. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shiz, what's good? You know who they are. That's why I say the biggest danger you see of the nuclear family is that the nuclear family allows you to be raised in a void where your friends become your family. You know what I'm saying? And then without a father at all, now the world and your friends become your main source of stability, which means you become easily manipulated. You know what I mean? Become easier to manipulate and easier to control. And like I was saying, what happens without a father, give me a minute, gotta get under this bridge. What happens without a father is that, man, you don't have the skill uh, to determine how to interact with other men, you know? And yeah, give me a minute. Let me get out of this bridge. So yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, so basically, you don't get taught body language. And the other thing, see what Arabians talking about. Don't know about body language. Lay mom taught me those skills and grew up in the middle of nowhere and moved to a big city for college. Awareness is key. Well, I mean, here's the thing, dude. Arabian, you got to understand, depending on the environment you were raised in, that also affects. For example, a boy growing up without a father that's being raised, let's say, in a farm or, a farm where he's got to do a lot of labor, hard work, you know what I mean? Stability. He's got to focus on his strength, working on stuff is different than a boy growing up in the city. The biggest danger of growing up without a father is, like I said, body language and body awareness. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest dangers a lot of single mothers do to boys is they raise that boy with the awareness of a woman. And it's very dangerous. Like, for example, if you see a lot of boys getting shot up by the cops, they came too close to the cops. They were raised as though they were women. So they're taught by their mom, hey, as long as you're kind, you're respectful, nothing bad's gonna happen to you. No, not really. That's a woman's perspective. You're a man. Your body language can decide whether you'll be attacked or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you see these boys getting too close to the cops when they talk to them. Dude, you're a man. You can actually reach and potentially overpower that cop and take that cop's weapon. It's not the same as a woman. Like, you have a lot of men speaking from the perspective of a woman. Oh, why did the cops shoot that man? They wouldn't shoot a woman. Yeah, because a woman tries to reach for that gun, them cops, them male police officers could easily slap her the fuck out, get her out of their face. A lot of women raise a boy like he's a woman. As long as you're respectful and you don't make any loud noises, you won't attract problems. But when in reality, you're a man. If you crack your knuckles too loud when you get into public transportation, you could start a fight. You could start a fight, man. You could start a fight as a man just by cracking your knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Just cracking your knuckles as a man in the wrong too loudly can command violence. You know what I'm saying? The male body language is one of the ultimate tools that only a man could teach you. You know what I'm saying? I had to teach myself what is parents good for today nowadays. Yeah. So I mean, this guy Troy, uh, man, yeah. So to me, man, you got to be aware. You know what I'm saying? You were raised. Yeah, what the homie Mike said, facts, man. 100%. I was raised by a single mom as well, and she was also narcissistic, manipulative. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is this, man, and even single moms, it also depends. There's a difference between a single mom who chose to be one, let's say with Western values, versus a single mom who didn't choose one that's a foreigner. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see, you'll be shocked that you'll see a foreign woman that was a single mom raise her sons to be as close to men as possible, as close as she can, because she brings in, let's say, a woman from Colombia. You know what I mean? She got to America, and let's say the father wasn't around. Something happened to him or whatever. Now she's raising her sons, but she comes from a country dominated by men. You know what I'm saying? The men are the default position of leadership. So when she raises her sons, she's going to raise them with that in mind, that they eventually have to be the leaders and have to be the power structure in the family. Now, of course, she'll baby them here and there, whatever. But compared to the westernized woman that has chosen that single motherhood prospect, starting their kids at a disadvantage, there's a far more difference when it comes to a traditional woman from overseas. You know what I'm saying? She'll come in with, I'm raising my boys to basically replace the male empowered structure that's missing in their life, versus the westernized woman, which is just, I'm raising my boys because their father doesn't have a right to be in their life, because I'm the source of leadership in their life. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference, man. Huge difference. You know what I mean? Uh, Huge difference. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, yeah, well, yeah. So to me, man, there's a lot you got to think about. You know what I'm saying? A lot you got to think about. But basically, man, a boy raised, in all honesty, man, I think I'm one of the only guys saying this. Let me switch the banner since we're pretty much done with Manosphere Mania. Yeah, human nature exists. The thing is this, me personally, I think that when a boy's mom is chosen to be a single mom intentionally, they're basically raising that boy to be a future prisoner. You know what I'm saying? He's unarmed with male stability, male awareness. He's unaware that he's a man. You know what I'm saying? For example, you got these guys, man. I've seen it where they step up close, like they're talking to cops. They don't respect the police officer's space. They don't respect another man's space. Every man, unless I know you, like if I know you, we cool, we like family, we like brothers, whatever. We homies. I could get close. I could get within range. You know what I'm saying? I could be I could be right near your chest. You know what I mean? I could be too close to you because we're homies. You know what I mean? I could pat you on the back, joke at you. You know what I'm saying? I might slap you. You know what I mean? That's what male friendships are. Males, you earn, when you're a man, you earn the ability to get closer to another man within his forget the word, within his space. You know what I mean? You earn that. But the boys that have been raised mostly by women, women naturally just come into your space, man. Woman doesn't even know you. She gonna talk too close to you. She gonna basically come and gravitate and break your barrier of space. And if you see that behavior, you'll see that behavior in a lot of guys that didn't have a father. They don't respect another man's space and boundaries. Oh, end of times was good, man. It's been a minute. Yeah, it was good, bro. So, a lot of men, when they're raised without a father, they don't respect a man's boundaries. Because, dude, we're men, bro. A man is a weapon. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how short or tall, you're a weapon. You got to look at your fellow man like a different caliber of gun. You got the pistol, you got the assault rifle, you got the shotgun, you got the grenade launcher, you got the Gatling gun. And you know what I mean? A man is a weapon. You know, we don't like other men getting too close to us because we don't know what they're gonna do. We don't know how they might hurt. We might have to get into a physical altercation. And the other thing is, dude, we're straight. You don't want another man that close to you unless you know him. If you know that man, yeah, you gonna be friends. Y'all got innuendos, jokes. You know what I'm saying? You got jokes between each other. You might be telling each other jokes, laughing. So you can basically, then that man's space becomes your space. You know what I'm saying? And other people are looking at you like, oh man, he's leaning on his shoulder telling him some jokes. Because that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men, when they don't have that father figure, they lose that awareness that, dude, you got to respect another man's space. It should just be naturally instinctive that, yeah, dude, there's a certain line. Like you got to stay a good foot or something, away from me. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be that close as though you're about to touch my chest or some shit. You're not supposed to be that close to another man, especially if you don't know that man. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of men, when they're raised by women, they're unaware of the male barrier. You know what I'm saying? Well, Mike, not 6 feet, but you know what I'm saying? You keep your distance, within respect. You keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? You keep your distance. Keep your distance. Oh yeah, no, I got you, Mike, man. 6 feet away. I mean, you stay 6 feet away from somebody, man. You're basically implying that, yeah, they don't exist. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of men, man, when they're raised with a woman's perspective, they're raised with a woman's approach to life, man, and it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous, man, if you don't have a father. Now, back in the day, it wasn't as bad because society would play the role of a father figure. It used to be embarrassing to be a bastard. You know what I'm saying? It would be embarrassing because they would say, oh, he's a bastard. His father's not around. He's less of a man. You know what I'm saying? And a bastard's whole goal was to prove that he's a man just like anybody else. And then when he looked at society, he had role models to look at. I mean, we could go back to, I'd say, the 1940s. Let's go to 1940s or 50s, where men had, if you were a bastard, you were looking up to Clint Eastwood. You were looking up to tough guys and examples of manhood on television. You know what I'm saying? They were tough. They were men. They were responsible. They had honor. You know what I'm saying? you had proper father figures to substitute. You know, if your grandfather wasn't in your life, the society was literally telling you what you have to be as a man. So a lot of men and quote unquote bastards gravitated towards, you know, idols and television and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they became men. So they would watch TV, they watch movies and be, oh man, I want to be like Clint Eastwood. You know, he's got honor. I want to be like Shaft, or not, you know, Shaft, or I want to be like other men. You know what I'm saying? Well, man, I'm, you know, with the fatherhood thing, to me, man, I look at it as we're not, with manhood, we can only you know, I'll give Tony that. You could support a lot of men. You could try to lend support. Cause I won't lie to you, man. I'm not I'm not the perfect source. You know, no, not many men are. But some aspects are good enough. You know what I'm saying? Some aspects are good enough to learn from. You know, some aspects are good to learn from, and the way I look at it, man, you know, manhood is just about, you know, that's why I say this black pill stuff, man. This shit is real. You know, manhood is really looking at society from a lens of no emotions and no attachments first. You know, you gotta look at it from the honest lens because you gotta look at the law. You know, the way the law is written, it's not written to have emotions. You know what I'm saying? If you jaywalk, well, it's only illegal if we feel like it. No, it's written with absolute, you know, requirements and you know, legal parameters. The law has no emotions, man. The law is just written to do what it's supposed to do. What's good, man? What's good, Spec? Uh, man. I mean, to me, a lot of guys, the way they try to, what they call that shit, ad hominem, or the way they try to dispel the meaning of the black pill is they'll say, oh man, you can't be unemotional your whole life. But I've never said that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, in my honest opinion, suffer from hearing reasons to be antagonistic towards you. Like, you know, they'll hear shit you didn't even say. That's why I don't say not all. I don't say none of that because if I didn't say all, why do I need to apologize for it? You know what I mean? Yeah. So basically, man, why do you apologize to not all when you never mentioned it? You know what I'm saying? If I say, yo, a stray dog will bite you, be careful. So many people have been trained to think I'm saying not all. I said all stray dogs will bite you. When in reality, I've never said all. You know what I mean? A lot of people have been well trained to seek to be antagonistic towards you. You know what I'm saying? You can't even say anything positive. You know what I'm saying? Even if you said something positive, they arm themselves with negativity. You know what I'm saying? They purposely find a way to be antagonistic towards You know what I'm saying? Oh, he said all people are dogs. When I just said, yo, people are dogs. You know what I mean? It's just people look for antagonistic aspects. Now, you know, now this stream ain't gonna be too long. Uh, facts. Let me see what the homie said here. Facts. Just don't let emotions dictate actions. It's just, yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. You know what Spec is saying is 100%, man. You know what I mean? You can have emotions, man. You know, you just shouldn't be leading with it. Once you lead with your emotions, it's over. It's done, man. You know what I mean? That means you're basically blind. You know, if you look at it, what can't be seen, what can't you see? Give me a minute. Oh yeah. Yeah, what's good, MD? What's good, man? Yeah, so I'm going on and off, just a little sick. Fucking what's the name? But yeah, to me, man, people wanna depict us as though we're unemotional, you know, not human. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not human at all. You know what I mean? But in reality, you know what I mean, we're the most human here. You know what I mean? A lot of guys, you know, one thing shout out to MD, I'll give MD respect is that when you would go on his streams, guys would only reply to what they heard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you won't hear on MD's stream, not all. You won't hear a lot of that BS, not all. And, you know, when people hear shit that no one said, you know what I mean? You're not going to hear that much on the stream. You know what I'm saying? On MD's stream, you're just going to hear what people said and reply accordingly. You know what I mean? So to me, man, the reason I titled this stream, Does Human Nature Exist? Is that, man, we're in a society where, let's be honest, man, we're in an anti-human nature society, especially in the West. You know what I mean? You gotta look at the words. You gotta look at the words that were taken with the Western society. You gotta look at the words that were taken. You got the word pride, the word happiness that were taken. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now pride is associated with an alternative sexuality to being straight. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in 6th grade, man, a teacher of mine told me the word gay used to mean happy. You know what I'm saying? But now we all know what that word means. You know what I mean? Word gay is to describe a sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Go to send the link on email. Oh, all right, word. Give me a minute. Sure. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'll send you the link. Give me a minute. I emailed it to you. But the way I look at it, man, we're in a an anti-human human nature society. I mean, what's being pushed by society in general, especially the West, what's being pushed, it's a narrative against human nature. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta look at this month, Pride Month. So you're basically implying that we never had pride in our society until pride was excluded to a sexuality. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have critical thinking to see that. Oh, Primal Man, what's good, man? Primal Man, man, I saw you cut the hair now, dude. You cut the hair, you cut the beard. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're taking away the primal and just trying to become a man now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In your words last night, Primal Man, you're losing the brand. You're losing the brand, man. But yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, man, we're at a moment in society where the whole goal is to destroy human nature, man. It's to destroy it. You know what I mean? It's to destroy it so the politicians don't have to apologize or stabilize. Because if your society literally reflects stable insanity, you know what I mean? If your society reflects stable insanity, then the government could basically be unstable and be insane. You know what I'm saying? You guys start looking at this whole Pride Month, this whole initiative. I mean, look at the word happy. I remember in the 90s, man, they used to teach you, yo, don't hurt other people for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're gay or straight, you just don't hurt them. You leave them the hell alone. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you protect your children and your kin, your family. But it was never about, yo, man, excluding people. Now to have pride, if your sexuality isn't this, you don't have pride. You know what I'm saying? You never had pride if your sexuality isn't this way. You know what I mean? They've hijacked a lot of the basic words. You know, I mean, look at even the word Black Lives Matter. That really hijacked. A lot of people think Black Lives Matter, was some new quote. No, dude, they hijacked Family Matters. Remember that show with Steve Urkel, Family Matters? You know what I mean? So they hijacked that word and say Black Lives Matter to give it a catchy, because when you hear Black Lives Matter, part of you's like, man, I heard this before. There's a level of nostalgia to it because, dude, Black Lives Matter is literally based on the Association of Family Matters, a TV series that once dominated all of America from the early 90s to late 80s. You know what I'm saying? Lil Nas X, yeah, Lil Nas X literally said, and this is how funny you could tell the agenda. Lil Nas said on an interview in Power 105, he said, fuck your kids. You know what I'm saying? And now he has deals all over. because they're trying to popularize that a man should be submissive sexually, and should be basically gay. You know what I mean? That's what the Little Nas prerogative is, because he's one. Yes, he had a super mainstream hit. That, you know what I'm saying? That Old Town Road was big, man. Huge. But after people found his sexuality, yeah, man, people left that song alone. You know what I mean? After people found out his sexuality, people left his music alone, man. But they're pushing him. They're pushing him like he's the hottest singer ever. There's a lot of artists that collaborated with him because there's an initiative, and the initiative is, man, the only way to make gay cool is through the blacks. We could get a rapper to come out. We get a high-profile black guy to say he's gay. Then we could really promote it as masculine, tough, and all that stuff. So they're using Little Nas as a prerogative to do it. You know what I mean? But to me, man, we're in a society that's against human nature. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, that's how politically poisonous the system is, man. You know what I mean? That's how politically poisoned the society is, that the narrative now is to just keep spreading the poison. You know what I mean? And even the word I've seen this on shout out to MD. I've seen it on Wisdom Radio, and I see a lot of women try to pull this trick. It's a big trick that's being used on you could see it being used all over TV, all over radio and talking points, where women will say we're human. Yeah, they'll say we're human. But the thing is, the only thing human about men and women is the stuff that we do no matter what. Like, a man has a heart, a woman has a heart, a man needs to breathe, a woman needs to breathe. What's human about us is the generics and the basics. You know what I'm saying? The generics and the basics. The way we look at the world is completely different. The only thing human between man and woman is literally the anatomy and the stuff between us that ain't different, anatomy wise. The breathing patterns. You know what I'm saying? The need for water, air, oxygen. That's human. But the way we look at the world, is completely different, man. There's a difference between mankind and womankind. You know what I'm saying? There's an absolute difference. Mankind lives on what they agree to be doing together, and women live off the allowance men allow them to live, man. There's a whole difference. And what they're doing now, a major talking point from some so-called educated women, and a lot of people that wanna basically minimize the difference between men and women, is they're gonna say, oh, we're human. Dude, we ain't human, man. You know what I'm saying? We're human when it comes to the basics, the necessities, and our anatomy. But when it comes to how we look at the world, how we approach the world, it's completely different, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course. That used to be, I remember when I was little, man. I think the rainbow was Lucky Charms and some other stuff, man. But it's all about empowerment through the basics. You know what I'm saying? If you want your propaganda to work, you choose words that are simple. You choose the word gay that used to mean happy. You choose the word pride. You choose the basic words so they're easily understood, and it expands the amount of people you can manipulate and share your propaganda with, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really what's going on. Oh, JP, what's good, man? Man, Woody, what's good, man? You know what I mean? So that's really what's going on. And to me, man, it's all about, removing humanity. You got the government promoting, you got Hollywood, television promoting, you know, promoting baby deletion as achievement. You know what I'm saying? Baby deletion as achievement. You know what I'm saying? They're promoting anything that's anti human nature and anti life. You know what I'm saying? Give me a minute. You know what I mean? Because basically anything that's anti human life, anti stability, they're promoting that as a positive. You know what I'm saying? Your children's sexuality, body dysmorphia, they're promoting everything that goes against the continuation of humanity as a just. That's why I be telling people, man, a lot of people will talk about you know, depopulation, oh, they're killing people. No, dude, you don't gotta kill people to, you know what I'm saying, to lower the population. You gotta get the people to basically live in a scenario where to repopulate is wrong. You know what I'm saying? To seek out human activity is wrong. You know what I'm saying? To play your role between men and women is wrong. That's why the system's already at work. I mean, that's why I say the system's already at work. And, a lot of people are they're thinking about the harder route. You know what I'm saying? They're poisoning people. Nah, man. Poisoning people ain't gonna work, man. To depopulate people, you gotta create a scenario where to be human is wrong. You know what I'm saying? To act on human nature is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's how you depopulate the population. You look at the marital laws, you look at all the activity being done from a legal standpoint, the promotion of body dysmorphia, you know what I'm saying? Disassociation with your sexual identity. You know what I mean? You could clearly look at the victory with when you apply for a job, instead of them asking you about your sexuality, male or woman or hermaphrodite, they ask you about your gender. You know what I'm saying? What is your gender? What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? The hell is that besides a made up construct to just manipulate people? You know what I mean? Of course, there's over 100 genders because it ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It's good, brother. Oh, yeah, word. Oh, MD about to do big things. Yeah. Women were, let's read what Woody. Women were reached euphoria, autonomy of excitement when baby deleted was legalized in Argentina. I saw the public celebration and parades. Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, man. The goal of the West, man, is to promote dehumanization. I mean, Murder is only, you gotta understand, murder is only legal if it's growing inside of you. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta think about that. Someone willing to harbor a life form, then delete it. You know what I'm saying? Then wipe it out at its most vulnerable state. You know what I mean? You gotta think about the psychological damage. You know what I mean? The psychological damage that creates, man. It's like, you know, that's why I'm titled this stream, man. Human nature, does it exist? You know what I mean? How can you say human nature exists when a mother will look at her child and say, damn, you know, I could have deleted you. You know what I'm saying? I could have deleted you. And that's just seen as normal talk, man. That's seen as basically normal conversation that she looks at her child, says, I could have deleted you. You know what I mean? Could have deleted you, you know? And the reason for that they promote it is because you're in a society where the whole plan is to psychologically damage the population to where you can profit from them in prisons. You know what I'm saying? You could profit from them psychologically being damaged for prison. And now they're pushing this whole mental health narrative. I mean, tell the truth, keep it up, man. They don't want, yeah. Well, I mean, to me, they don't want to hear this. And, you know, they basically, they got it set up. I mean, you know, channel like mine's, it is what it is. I mean, I'm on YouTube's platform. It is what it is, you know. And besides, man, I got other goals, man. There's other plans to grow and prosper. But you know, the way I look at it, man, people gotta understand. We're in an anti-human nature society, and we're in a psychologically damaged society. The goal is to damage the mind, you know, as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? We got men in the manosphere saying, well, no hymen, no diamond. You know what I'm saying? You know, it sounds all good. No hymen, no diamond. It sounds good. But at a time where people can get surgeries to repair their hymen, and then with the laws being what they are, you know what I'm saying? If you're wifing up abroad because her hymen is tight, man, you might have just said, man, you set yourself up just for a feeling. You know, it felt tight, so I basically invested my whole life into it. You know what I mean? And to me, with the baby deleting aspect of society, you know what I'm saying? How won't the hymen be there if the baby was deleted before it could be put out? You know what I'm saying? And then there's the old shot up the club situation, you know, where there was no entry, just the shot, you know. So to me, man, we're at a point in society where a lot of a lot of things are done, man. To me, human nature, man, it doesn't really exist in the West, man. It's an anti-human society. You know, you gotta look at your phones. You know, it's funny how all your phones. It's funny when I look at technology. I'm like, man, the phones have more rights than us, man. You know, you got the C port. You know what I'm saying? You got the C port. See, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got the C port for connecting to your phone, and that connects to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's all about it connecting and working. Then you have this society where it's not even about connecting, man. It's about going against the grain, going against what works. You know what I'm saying? It's basically, if you were to compare the society we live in, it's basically, man, you trying to charge your iPhone with an Android charger. You know what I'm saying? That's the society we're in. Charge your iPhone with an Android charger. You know what I'm saying? That's not, the ports aren't even compatible. And the narrative they're pushing, you know, the pride and all that stuff into everything that basically decreases our population, man. You know what I mean? That's the goal. Increase our population and destabilize. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, human nature, man, that's the last thing they're with and they support. You know what I'm saying? And the way I look at it, man, that's the society we're in, man. Anti-human nature, anti-stability. You know what I mean? But you know, man, like I said, I wasn't gonna keep this on for long. You know, I gotta handle something. My allergies is acting up, but you know, I want to thank everybody for this short chat, man. And to me, man, this is where we're at. We're at a moment in history. We're at a moment in history where, you know, the whole goal is to push the narrative of anti-society, anti-human. We're in an anti-human society, man. Everything's about promoting what doesn't stabilize us and doesn't continue us at all. You know what I'm saying? So to me, man, there's a lot to learn, man. It's a lot to become aware of. But you know, it's been an honor, man. Y'all have a good one. Thank you, everybody, for listening. But you know, my allergies is acting up. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man, and you know, y'all stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Word. Let's see what's going on.
Pill ill, y'all niggas better listen. I'm black pill ill, y'all niggas better listen. I'm black pill ill, y'all niggas better. They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decay.